The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
Okay,
I
it
guess
works.
we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
What? It's not this. God damn it. Okay, let's read this
Guess we should
for.
figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that and beat the crap out of him!
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right! It was a surprise beating! The weapon is decided!
I guess we
Tips
should
over
figure
The weapon was
pillar.
right there!
that pillar.
No, the hammer! The killer used and beat the crap out of
Is
him!
it this? No. Come on, it's not the hammer.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there!
That pillar.
No, the
Is it the
hammer! The
chain?
killer used and beat the crap out of him!
What the hell, man? I'm
I
just
guess we should figure out the weapon
pillar
first.
fractions. Yeah, that.
The weapon
I-
was right there!
That pillar.
No, the hammer! The killer used and beat the crap out of him!
Man, what could it be then?
I guess we should figure out the
Stupid.
weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
No,
Oil.
the hammer! The killer used and beat the crap out of him!
I'm just throwing every bullet.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there!
That pillar.
No, the hammer! The killer used and beat the crap out of him!
Okay, no, I'm done. Ooh, okay, let's wait
I
again.
guess we should figure out the...
Okay, tipped over pillar. Let's check the things. Wire. Good night button. Oil on the floor. Tipped over pillar.
weapon first.
And I just think it's
The
tipped
weapon was
over
right there,
pillar.
That pillar.
No, the hammer! The killer used that and beat the crap out of him!
How is it not this? Tell me. I'm stupid.
I guess we should figure out...
The weapon was right there!
That pillar.
No, the hammer! The killer used and beat the crap!
If it was unexpected,
That's right! It was the weapon is decided!
I guess we should figure...
The weapon was right there!
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that and beat the crap!
if it was unexpected,
What
That's
if I
right!
had to
It
shoot
was a
this?
surprise beating!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Nope. You're not supporting. I am
I guess we
stupid.
should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there!
I hate doing this. I swear to God, I'm so stupid. Versus things are cheating. Oh my God, nobody cares. Persistence of cheating. No one cares. For some reason. Man, I hate doing this. Is it the hammer?
The scene
You
of
gotta
the
be
crime!
kidding me if it's...
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used and beat the crap!
if it was unexpected,
That's right! It was a surprise beating!
What?
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar.
No, the hammer! The killer used and beat the crap out of him!
No, that's wrong.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Why? Why was I throwing everything except the hammer?
Was the murder weapon.
Come on, dude.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
Alright.
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood. The hammer was used to beat Nekomaru. You'd expect, but that hammer was clean. So that.
Yeah, but killer.
Why?
Well, obviously.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded.
You're pretty insightful.
Baby gangsta, me.
No, that's Boss Baby.
Just so y'all know, I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
No, it's not that. It's that you're stupid, dude.
Seems that was.
Then what was the real weapon used to...
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Maybe he was thrown out of the roof? If there is even a roof?
If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever...
The pillar.
I see! The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
The thing is how would Nekomaru hit the pillar and die? How though?
Then that pillar is the weapon!
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar, even if you used 100.
What? Tried to move it.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy.
Yep.
There's one dude who could have lifted Coach Nekomaru's robot body.
So, he lifted the pillar.
You mean that the
Don't be stupid.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that.
Well,
What the heck?
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no...
there may... Huh? Yes. I see. So my... Alright. It's up to you, Sonia. Prove that... Understood. Then, Sonia!
Okay, Sonia. Never mind. The most irrelevant character in this game. Let's see. What could be the stupid thing that you can have? Alright, good night button.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
the pillar was not beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and...
Even I could probably... Considering the pillars and probably exerting a ton...
Sonia! I'm getting hella excited! There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is...
What about tipping the pillar over? There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
What? Okay, let's run it again.
There's no need to lift...
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond...
What about tipping the
Oh,
pillar?
got
They aimed
this.
right for his head.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia! I'm getting hella excited! There's no need to lift that pillar.
Tip, chain, pillar, fragment,
If
open
the
door.
pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Wait, what?
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could... Considering it probably exert...
Sonia! I'm getting hella excited! There's
Nah,
no
it can't
need
be
to lift...
this.
The pillar was beating him with
Might
it
as
is...
well
What
be a
about tipping the
suicide.
pillar over?
Yep. And I have officially lost. Wait,
There's
what?
no need...
Let's check the stupid things again. I swear to God, I keep forgetting. Ooh, Carmel for 2022 2 weeks. I like this.
It lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is...
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong! If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have... The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
I briefly considered that too. But it's I see. If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
Yeet. That's the response. That's the answer. Yeet.
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just
There's no way I can let it go.
why are you so
I just...
a feeling, huh?
But we can't say for sure that is... There's another way to use that pillar to...
Then I shall ask.
You guys... You're unable to clear a path. What a waste of talent. What did you say?
Hey, Nagito. What? How come you're not talking like a lunatic?
I've learned a valuable lesson.
Who cares? Just...
But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be.
A specific...
Of course.
Isn't that...
So, Nagito...
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else is... We've...
That's right. Because it's only fit.
No, you are far greater than...
I see.
Blushy
I don't know
Gundam.
why, but I'm not liking this.
In
Feel
order to
if it's,
clarify that, we first need to solve...
Huh?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it to... I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for
If we make it out of this,
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse. Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower.
I swear to God, if I buy a PS Vita someday on eBay, Danganronpa 1 and 2 would be the first two games I would buy for it just to play it on the go. Oh wait, it's on the Switch. I don't need to do that.
But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central It is undeniable that such a sweet
Man, not only does that make...
faux show
The doorknob? I think it's a doorknob.
in truth, Strawberry
What's this? Strange thing.
Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the...
Is that really it? It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
In truth, Strawberry are actually the exact same place.
Nope. Might as well. I need to die so I can regenerate my damn health. But wait. Oh, there we go. We're gonna need to do this. Restart. We're restarting this stupid thing. I'm garbage. Here we go again.
we will never give up!
I need to regenerate my health. That's it. What's this? Do you heat the down? No, this ain't gonna work.
Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it? It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors.
I'm dummy.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it? It's weird to say they're both... I mean, the walls are different colors.
swear to God, dude.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the fun house.
Is that really it? It's weird to say they're both the same place. The walls are different colors, and the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem.
Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
What? Why did I choose the wall clock from any...
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower...
Yeah, but I swear to God. Warren, what the hell does this have to do with anything?
are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
Both of those towers, are they really the same?
Why are you asking that now?
Hajime, I won't tolerate it.
I mean... Doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to... But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably stupid. It is, then see? It's so then what? You serious? Does that mean he's...
Oops, I guess I've said if the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure.
Bow down!
I swear to God, Sonia, why don't you just kill yourself?
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
How the hell is someone supposed to move the body if everyone was on the elevator, dude? What the hell?
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower, but we should have all been together during that.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving,
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved.
If it is too heck, just like if there is no...
Swear to God, dude. This is why I hate Sonia so much. I swear to God. She's annoying. Okay, broken
There are
arm.
many different ways. The body and the
found
pillar
it.
could have been moved. The pillar could and Nekomaru could have been moved. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving
Found
the
the
body
wire.
and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Using the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the
What?
body, everything at the... He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
No! Free!
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar and Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
moving the body and the pillar. That might be hard even for
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar, the body, he could have moved it all, easy as pie. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
What? How do you mean?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the futuristic pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
God damn!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
What?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
What?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
There is a hole, but I don't know where is the hole!
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? He could have moved it all, easy as pie. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? He could have moved it all, easy as pie. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
There it is! How the hell do you move blood?
Moving the body and pillar is possible.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
You were a mistake. Sonia, you were totally a mistake. You should have killed yourself at birth.
It's all right. A fired up...
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the...
If they're not the same building, or two different buildings, then...
Elevator? Maybe. It's an elevator, I don't know.
No idea, huh? I thought, fine. Tell you guys, give us the ant, but then it wouldn't mean anything. It's also important for me because it...
But how do we know your hint is...
I have a good reason. The reason I'm the only one who knows it? I see!
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something.
That's right. In the depths of the final dead room. And there, from that window...
Strange.
Instead of explaining it at an you took... See? Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry, but don't you think if the funhouse's structure is what you guys... Then there's lots of things that don't make... Then let's begin.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room. If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from high.
I see. that it?
Man. What?
Here!
What?
If the structure of the funhouse is what was... Grape House and Strawberry House should... Which means, if you're viewing the tower from... But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. In summary, the first floor of Strawberry House is located...
It's not. Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion?
From this point on, do your own thinking. If you guys are truly simple, it might be possible.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor.
I'm asking you just to be safe.
The top floor.
Such sharp eyes.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Oh no, not this. Logic died, oh god. Oh, oh, it's a good one, it's a good minigame. Right, remembering controls and... Yeah. Alright. Oh, you ass. God damn. This got hard. Uh-huh, they exist. Man, these damn pillars. Oh my god. Oh. They're different buildings. What? What? My wrist. I don't know what I did to injure my wrist. I need to put ice. Voila. Voila. Yeah, it's vertically. Yep, I knew it. I died. Are you kidding me, Horse? Need to regenerate my health again, and anyways.
We will never give up!
300 years later. Come on, Hajime, regenerate your health. I'm getting annoyed. Alright, great, now I have to do this from the beginning. And I already forgot everything. Prick. Prickleberry. I swear to God. I hate those damn pillars. They do exist. Yes, they do. Next one is vertically, right? So good. Oh my god. So annoying. Annoying. Run! Whee! Oh my god. If I had a PS3, if I had a computer and a capture card, I would just be streaming some good old Midnight Club LA, I'm not gonna lie.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, so where did Grape House? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
Yes.
Think about it like that. Based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
On top.
I see!
Yep.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
You're cringe, Sonia. Please shut up.
What about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is for...
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was a quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we had perceived them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses...
In order to conceal the unique design, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been... Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
I wish I could burn you alive, Monokuma.
It's true.
That's right! Those two houses...
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge?
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the...
Aw, your precious yammies don't know. Alrighty then. I'll be...
Okay, let's see what stupid stuff can, you know, Kazuichi say this time.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from...
You're a magnificent gun!
No fair.
So which one?
Shut up. Just pick one of them. I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
What is this? Monokuma file?
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy. No, that's
Stupid.
wrong.
You stupid! Jesus Christ, Kazuichi.
Nekomaru's
That's why
body
nobody
wasn't a
likes
dummy.
you.
That can be proven by Kazuichi. Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's... Right up until that moment, you were disassociated. The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the
Miss Sonia.
It's alright. Kazu, if he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see.
I'm even more disappointed.
Why couldn't you have been the culprit and died 8 chapters ago? Why?
However,
Why?
even if
Why couldn't you be the culprit
Nekomaru's
of this?
body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor.
You can't think of a device like that?
An elevator. 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 It's elevator. Please tell me I'm right. I'm starting to think elevator. No. Hold on. Hold on. So later use, and a lot of later use. God damn it. There's the... And I'm losing the eyes.
I got it!
I knew it!
You must be talking about an up.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru?
Where the hell is this elevator?
It's the tower. The inside of the tower is... Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry, it all leads to the same room.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Sometimes when
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive just... Please hold on. If the Then why is there a picture of a straw... and a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower?
Are you stupid to make an illusion that the two towers are connected in the middle?
If the room just moves up and down...
Plus, after the incident... But when we entered Strawberry...
Not just that, but if...
When you see people and things,
What did you say?
so... Let's put aside what's...
Why do we have to do...
It's fine. Come on.
What?
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change? And...
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
I see! So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved. Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but... Just for show. So we falsely believed that the doors were connected to where their pictures seemed. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally
I don't get it.
Did you hear that, Monami? Then I'll take responsibility.
Wait, there's no way that's gonna happen! happen? Stop!
By the way, what is the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower?
It was probably wrapped because of that chain. You guys thought... The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about... The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that and using that as a clue, the truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just...
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other? If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the spot. Does this... Inside Grape House, Grape Hall, and inside Straw... Which means the houses of... Answer me, fiend!
What does this...
Alrighty, Haji means. Let's see what Haji means can come up with. Okay. For now, we're gonna go... Contact.
The two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
What? Okay, round bullet.
If the two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind, the towers are in opposite directions.
If the two houses are connected... Vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, if the contact elevator, the towers are in up...
Which means you're...
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
If the two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
I hate you, Gundam, I swear to God.
If the two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong!
Is this version glitched or something?
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazu? Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagita gave you.
That. Yeah, it was pretty strict from start to finish. Somehow the compass needed...
Rotated. What?
Meaning, As the elevator, it also rotated up. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible?
Well, a funhouse if and since the building doesn't really need to be...
That's not splendid at all!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bit... I'm different from these lowly...
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that...
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the
Oh my... As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve...
I see! If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite... I guess I should continue listening.
We will never give up! Crap!
Alright, I'm back. Getting some juice. No one cares. It's been an hour. Nobody's been watching this. Sad.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape? If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is that secret in actuality.
Then the ultimate...
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the...
Learn?
The true identity of... Which means the killer used the build... Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of... And then thought of a way to kill, making use of the building
Need Force
structure.
Speed on the covers. Trash.
The
I didn't know what
funhouse
to
itself
say.
is the weapon. So they
Ow.
killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly... it truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon!
Insane Nagito again. Insane Nagito. Someone taken to the asylum or something. Ah, why is it painful? Class trial suspended. I don't want to know these. How are you supposed to be pleased by a bad word on human? I mean, how the hell?
Okay, everyone.
What the heck, Monami? Yeah, save the game. Yes, save. Trial reopen. And basically just skip this because no one cares about Monami.
I never... Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Wow.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Yes.
I mean, that's not what's important. The killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon?
There's no way I'd lie at such an
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much...
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that
Retract?
Oh, I wonder. What could you have found about? The damn controller, the damn microphone jack of the PS5 controller is ass. Alright, hello. Oh, here it is.
I'm disappointed too, you know? This was...
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as forcibly sacrificing others.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
See when I can get a laptop and also buy a capture card. How the hell do you use a capture card on the PS3 though?
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry. Akane!
Anyway, if the killer used the build...
How they...
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first.
I see! That's it? I think he might have died from falling.
Excellent!
Died from falling.
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where... Then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off?
That, I don't...
Where in that building would...
It might be possible and you could push him off the fourth...
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the...
The doorknob has something to do. Maybe he was, you know, dangling. He had like this weird ass string on his leg and on his body, right? So maybe he was on the doorknob before it broke. We're gonna go with that.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about after locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has... As long as there's a moving object inside.
Nope. It's too bad. I need to read it through.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, after locking Nekomaru, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has... As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the first floor, You can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this?
After locking Mekamaru in, they moved the elevator from and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the... As long as there's a moving object inside.
Nope.
When the elevator is off, you can't go through the door on the...
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
What's this? Connie's account.
Then, how about after locking they moved the elevator and made use of the drop?
Hold on! As long as there's a move, the other door won't open, which means the elevator...
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off...
Then, after locking they moved the elevator and made use of the...
Hold on! As long as there's a moving object inside...
No, that's wrong!
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be...
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor... I see.
However, even if they moved the... There would have been no drop...
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling...
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement, the hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious. I agree with that.
For once! The damn doorknob does something!
Have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Epic.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the...
If they did something like that...
That's right. He was suspended. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep, tied the tip of the wire into a knot, and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature, only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Oh god, Kazuichi has come to ruin the fun.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way he can make him fall and die with just that.
Maybe Nekomaru would have waken up, moved, and tried to, by confusion, get off the damn hook, or the string or whatever, and fall to his death. Kazuichi, what don't you think with a brain, huh? Here we go.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that. Even if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he...
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode. If he was sleeping, there's no way. Now's the time. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have... If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's the time. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on it. His own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? Allow me to cut through those words.
You stupid!
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he...
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as... Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended
If you woke up from an alarm and realized... If something like that happened to you, instinctively, your body would start moving.
And then, in order to make it fall, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire...
But Nekomaru didn't fall.
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused...
Was that...
Well, that's probably... If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru...
Do you finally understand?
Yeah. It appears I'm just a pest. Isn't that right, Miss Hey!
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling.
Can we
while
skip
he
the
was still
simp,
hanging upside down.
simp man parts, please? I swear to God.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too.
Ugh, God. Ugh. He collided with the pillar, of course.
I see.
Alright, I'm gonna stop with this.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was...
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that.
At this point, it is quite
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:38.
Hold on, baby.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
It's funny though. No, it's not.
What'd you just say? Did you
Stupid.
say the alarm was set?
You didn't check it?
Nah, that's because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
The clocks were manipulated.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape. And if we found Nekomaru's body there,
It appears yet another. How were you?
that... We headed for Grape before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru was set for 7:30 a.m. Nekomaru died because of that alarm.
This time of death and the time. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it! We headed for Grape before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside was set for 7. Nekomaru died.
This time of death and one of those must.
The killer probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No, that's wrong.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible.
So you're saying there's no way the
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was
The clock inside Grape?
No, I checked all. Oh, that's what I asked you to do.
And because of that, I can confidently.
If there's no possibility that the time.
Please believe me.
Then maybe.
I never misunderstand.
Here we go again.
coming together! You said you checked all the clocks inside the building.
Yeah, none of the clocks.
But what if all those clocks had been...
What?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building...
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building.
So that's what it was.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time?
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what's in our time?
Are there any clues that can be missed? If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let...
Only Nekomaru's alarm was loud and we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that if does not exist in this world.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what... Time of 7:30 in our time.
Are there any clues that can... If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
only Nekomaru, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in if does not exist in this world.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's...
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time in our time?
Are there any clues that can... If only I heard the sound when he fell.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of... It's clearly 7...
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that... If only I heard this, it would have been a great...
Or his scream.
He's not the type to...
If only Nekomaru, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in if does not exist in this world.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that can be...
If only I heard the sound when you fell.
I agree with that.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell.
At your
Isn't
local
that
Target
rumbling
store,
noise?
but you can't buy them there, not for sale. Kirby balls will be thrown out April 10th. Check the dumpster in the back. Ask for Dale.
Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impacts.
We heard that noise.
It was when we were gathered at the... What is it, so?
Oh, well, that sound...
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were...
I could not sleep at all. I was...
There's nothing to worry about.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference,
I heard that sound probably around 5:30.
Huh?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I work
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru. If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it... I see!
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they...
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building...
We wouldn't be able to attend on time. That wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact...
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure...
When I witnessed
If I recall, and if that time was also 2 hours off, at that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai...
I see. Now that I think about it,
Too early! He didn't even...
You said everyone. We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, what was it?
Are you talking about...
Wrong!
Fire?
That's not it!
That's
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru,
Peanut gallery, this ain't this ain't total drama. I don't know.
the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Maybe Duncan. Maybe.
Hey, how did that decrease the number of suspects?
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you...
You witnessed Nekomaru going...
Are you talking about a little while after I witnessed Nekomaru? Plus, it was just before that rumblings. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't...
Really? Was there anyone who did...
We're both on the same floor.
Which means that person did... Who is it?
Who doesn't have an alibi? Nah. Wait, who doesn't have an alibi? I wonder. Dude, at this point, I'm just shooting.
you're the only one!
Bruh, Nagito.
The one who wasn't there.
That's right. It was just me, Gundam.
You didn't come out, even though you weren't in your room.
If that's the case, where were...
Please. If you don't hurry up and answer...
Even if I wanted to go to the lab,
You couldn't.
not only did I not hear the alarm,
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear but I did not hear the rumbling sound either. To be honest, it's not just that. I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. It wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it.
What is that?
you still don't think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common.
Okay, I know it's the Lux rooms now. Great. Me stupid again.
We will never give up!
Nagito, Sonya, and Chiaki. calm.
The reason we could not...
That's right. It was because you actually noticed that. Now then, you guys...
Hold on a sec! Why does that lead to...
Why? What? Decisive.
You're the only one! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
No way! Gundam is the kid. Oh wait, actually makes sense. Hamsters!
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge,
What's wrong? If the bell of catastrophe
why were you able to...
hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a... Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the... So why were you able...
Oh, he was not inside!
There's only one possibility. That's why, even though you were staying in a
Gundam.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because... Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower. Until the moment that alarm started ringing. If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously...
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that the killer still needed...
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower.
Uh-huh.
Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was all...
And once they tried to go back,
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before... And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't...
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumble, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone and checked them after all. If they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer... Unfortunately, they...
I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up here in the lounge's...
But why'd you come out?
Should've. If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would've... That would've been the worst possible outcome.
Those two had just checked the deluxe rooms. How ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was...
Gundam?
Answer me. The answer is 10. That means I have 5...
Is that... You bastard.
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
Down.
Time. I left my room to go to the bathroom. That's right. That's
Are you saying it was just a...
end.
Well, you don't have to admit it.
No.
We're going to decide who the killer is, so... Why don't we just...
Hold on a second.
You know, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you...
Perhaps I should just a boring farce. So, seriously,
Nagito. At some point during the investigation, what actually happened?
well, let's just leave that.
Please hold on!
But he's completely shut up.
I was simply... In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been... Based on your... I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the from there. After returning, although going to and fro is busy enough as it is. Have to see. The contact, as I recall, the killer tampered with the Great House control. Plus, the stopped elevator. If so, the human who... For these...
And what's wrong with that?
if the elevator was broken at Great...
However, I was already at Strawberry. Have you...
Here we go again. What could be the bullet?
That elevator was... the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no question that the following...
It would have been different if we hadn't accomplished.
Or if it was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to... Strawberry House.
Since I was at Strawberry House, there's no question that
It would have been different if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator, the only means of travel between the two houses.
No, that's wrong!
No, you stupid!
No, there should have been another way to move between the...
Such a method.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually...
Nagito Komaeda, where are you, boy? Here's Nagito.
You're the only one!
Nagito, you should know. What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you... There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone...
Infinity Unlimited Flame! However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final...
There's no way.
That is merely an illusion. If you...
Here we go! That's Wolfolic or something.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
I already proved the secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the mail, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the... limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion. Nope! The limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom...
Allow me to cut through those words!
The wire used to string up the hammer that looked like the weapon, and those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse.
The only place I can think of. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
Continue. Oh, what happened, Gundam? Stupid ass.
If that's the case, it obviously...
Is he gonna have a seizure?
It seems. This is... Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime, but there's no reason. Hey! First of all, by messing with all the clocks and the elevator, thinks it's just like, well, also, but surprise! Hold on. If they can just greet, and I'm going to continue through this.
Please, let's...
Don't mess! You fools! Do... Ah! You make me...
I don't understand.
It appears... Maybe I'm just a human... It's obvious! I'm going... Just as I thought.
That's wrong, but you're the one.
Listen well first. You must provide a reason.
Panic talk action. Here we go.
I won't let you!
I hate this stupid minute game, I swear to God.
Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Crushed as David prophesies! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end!
It was a ham chase all along!
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to, as long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh? Are you seriously saying he used his...
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gut.
Now that you mention it, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved a piece of wallpaper. Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, to secretly get one of them behind Mechamaru and press—
How about it?
Not just myself, but I have no...
Admit it?
It appears I've obtained... Fine! Then you... Now, pull the...
The closing argument, people, here we go. No one's watching this anyways.
everything that happened in this case.
Let's go.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to... They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final deck. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over... There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that by that point, the killer had already met... In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Great Tower to participate. However, because the contact elevator was broken, so he decided to try going to But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure. Then, they used the secret after arriving at Grape Hall. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling up. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was... and placed a hammer on the floor. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using this so they could craft their alibi. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nick. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died.
Sad.
The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob, and meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Damn, Gundam.
Stop. Stop using weird... I cannot believe it. I cannot believe... something?
You don't wish to forgive me? Then finish it! Cast my beloved!
Sad, dude. It had to be from anyone. Anyone who had to be the damn culprit. It had to be Gundam! Sad.
This result isn't. Now then, please please, crap! I bit my tongue!
Sad.
Nice!
Now then.
Listen well! Fine.
Damn!
This, too, must be the will of causality.
You.
Let's make history.
That is...
Let me tell you this.
Huh?
I can see it!
Could it be?
Sensing even my subtle killing.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. This is great! And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I do not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might! I won't go easy on you! Don't even think about holding back! Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics! Give me everything you got!
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
Please.
Let me tell you this. You weak... Fall, my tears. If you flinch, you will die! Let me ask. Fine. Listen well! I shall... I renounce you!
You.
But...
Damn it.
Fine. Fall, my tears.
Oh. You...
Let...
well?
How pity... Fine. What is it, my four dark days? Are you worried about me? Oh, However, there is no need to fear. I was simply visiting for a moment. That is why. Pride, conceit, courage. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall open sesame...
Let's give it every...
Here we go. Oh wow. No, he died. He died. No. He died. Sad. What do we do? He's going to heaven. Well, Gundam's in heaven now. Animal heaven. Oh, this is gonna be the end of the stream. It's already been 2 hours. Let's finish this.